Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my another video on Android app development. So guys, this will be the part 11 of my video series on GPS tracker app. Alright guys, so in my previous video I showed you a demo of how much work we have done. Okay, so now in this video we will make the user register to the Firebase database. Okay, first of all we will do the Firebase authentication, and after that we will insert the values in real-time database. Okay, so let's get started. So guys, we are in invite code activity. Okay, let me show you invite code activity. Okay, so the user will be here after entering his email, password, name, his picture. Okay, and after that he will be allotted a random circle code. Okay, so when he click on register, so what we will do, we will first of all authenticate it. I mean, we will insert the values in Firebase database here. Okay, and after that we will insert the values in real-time database. So you first of all go to invite code activity. Okay, and here first of all you have to specify the method which will be called when the user click on register. Okay, so we can say public void registered user, and in here we can say view. Alright guys, so what here we will do, first of all we need a Firebase auth object. Okay, and also we need Firebase user, and we need a database reference. Okay, so first of all we need to initialize our authentication, so we can say find auth equals to Firebase auth dot get instance. Okay, and for user we can okay, we will initialize the user after we create the user. Okay, so here what we can do, first of all let's create a progress dialog. Alright, and here we can initialize it. And in register user, first of all we want to display a progress dialog, so we can say progress dialog. Alright guys, so what we will do, we can say progress dialog dot set message. Please wait while we are creating an account for you. Alright, and finally we can say progress dialog dot show. Alright, and now what we can do, we can first of all, okay, so we have to first of all initialize a reference of the database reference here we have, and so we here we can say reference equals to Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference. Okay, so Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference dot get root. Okay, so it will point, towards let me show you. I will teach you, and it's very easy. I mean, Firebase is very easy. So here it will point towards this route. Okay, this reference will point towards the route. But if we as we want a node here of the name users. Okay, so what we will do, we can say we can add a child. Okay, so here we can say get reference dot child. Okay, and here we can say users. All right, so in this node, I mean in user node, the values of the user will be saved. Okay, I mean, let me show you. Okay, so here will be user 1, his information, then user 2, his information, user 3, and user 4, so on. Okay, so now you understand me. So now what we will do, we can say here. Okay, so go to your code here, and here you first of all, let's create a class. Okay, so now we need a Pojo class, so let's create a class named create user. So we can say create user class. All right, so here we can say public void public string name, first of all, name, email, password. What else we need? Name, email, password, code, sharing, lat, long, and image URL. Alright, and what here we can do, we can generate a constructor with all these values. Okay, this is the way of inserting the data. We have to create a class, separate class. Okay, so here we have this create user class. Alright, so now what we can do, we should have a default constructor. So we can say public get user. Okay, so here we will have a default user default constructor. So go to invite code activity, and in here first of all we need to first of all authenticate the user. So we can say auth dot I mean auth, okay. So we can say auth create user with email and password. Okay, and here we have to provide first of all the email and the password. So we can say email, password. Okay, so it's fine. Okay, it will create the user, but if we want to know, whether the user has created successfully or not, so we can add a add on complete listener here. So we can say dot add on complete listener new on complete listener. Okay, and in on complete method, here we can check if the task is successful or not. So we can say if task is successful. Okay, so first of all we will register the user here or in authentication. Okay, after that we will store the values in database. Okay, so here what we can do, we can say if the task is successful, so here we can insert values in real-time database. Okay, so how can we insert the values here? So we can say reference. Okay, so first of all we need to create the object. Okay, so use your class, create class, create user equals to new create class. Okay, and in here we need to provide all the values, okay, which we want to save. So first of all we have name, email, password, code. Okay, so we can say first of all name, we have to write here name, email, password, code. Name, email, password. Okay, name, email, password, code, sharing, uh, false. Okay, that it is false means that the user is not sharing his location. Okay, by default it will be false. And after that lat long, so we can say latitude will be not available. longitude as well not available, and image URL not available. Alright, so now we have this object. So all we have to do is okay. So now what we have to do, if we have, let's say we have okay, let me show you. Let's say we have this. Okay, so now here we will have users node. Okay, and in our users node we have to create another node of the user ID. Okay, user ID. So what we can do, in this video you may not understand it, but in my other videos, I mean in future you will understand what I am trying to do. Okay, so you just follow my tutorials. So now what you can do, you can say reference dot. Okay, so first of all we can we need to get the unique user ID. Okay, so how can we do, we can say, okay, first of all initialize string user ID, and here we can say user ID equals to, okay, so first of all we can have to initialize our user equals to auth dot get current user, and now we can get user ID to user dot get UID. Okay, so we will get the current user ID which we are going to insert. So first of all, so now what we can do, we can say reference dot child. Okay, so here we have to add the user ID, and then we can say dot set value. Okay, and in here we can pass this create user object, create user. Okay, and to check if it is the values are inserted successfully or not, we can add a on complete listener, new on complete listener. Okay, and in here we can check if task is successful. So what we can do, so we can, I mean we can say, first of all let's remove, okay, the dialog. So we can say progress dialog dot dismiss, and okay, and let's print a message, user registered successfully. Okay, and in our else part we can also say this, and let's copy it, and let's say could not could not insert values in database, or could not register user. Alright, so this is it, we have completed. It's very easy, you know. If you see my video again, you will understand what I did. Okay, let me check if I made a mistake. Okay, so now everything is fine. Okay, so now what we can do, first of all go to invite code, and in here change. Okay, so here we will have the issue. Let's remove. Okay, so similarly I have to uh, remove all these values because it will create problems. In activity main, and I don't know why I had this problem. Okay guys, so now everything is fine. So in our invite code activity we have to say on click register user. Alright, and let me see if I have this. Okay, everything is fine. Let me check the Firebase rules here. Okay, so let's run our app. Why it is not connected? Let me connect my phone again. So let me open. I hope now it works. Okay guys, so we have an error here. So let's see what is the issue. Everything is fine. I think it is my internet issue. Otherwise it won't happen. Alright guys, so now what we can do, let's run our app and let's see if it works or not. Okay, so now our application is running. Let's click on sign up, and here I enter my email as haroon@gmail.com. Okay, so now we click on next, and after that I enter my password 567 next soon. And if I change, if I select an image, alright, and now we can click on next. Okay, so now here we will have this circle called 195000, and let's click on register. And here, as you guys can see, please wait, user registered successfully. Alright, so let's see, check if we have the user registered or not. Okay, so I think this is not, is this GPS tracker? Okay, I think I have some different. Let's see. Okay guys, in my next video I will show you what is the problem. Okay, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe.